I scored in the 90th percentile for the dental admissions test, and here's how I did it. I studied for 3 months, 8 hours a day, 6 days a week. I used all of DAT Bootcamp's material, everything that they put on their study plan. I did all 10 of their practice tests, and I used DAT Booster for additional practice tests. Perceptual ability, I got a 21. It was a lot of repetition through my 3 months of studying. It's okay to not understand every question. For Keyhole, I didn't understand 90% of the questions on the actual test, but you can still get through it. For quantitative reasoning, the score I got reflects how much I studied for that section. It was my lowest section by a large margin, and that's because I didn't put enough effort towards it. So I really have no advice there. For reading comprehension, I used the search and destroy method, which means I read the question it was asking and I searched in each paragraph for the answer. And there's nothing special about that. I think I got lucky with some easier sections for reading comprehension. So I was glad I got that score. For the biology section, I was very proud of my 23. I took a lot of time to go through each section. I would rewrite the whole chapter. I would make flashcards. I would do every single question in the question banks for DAT Bootcamp. And out of the 8 hours I studied every day, I would say 5 of those hours would go to just biology. For general chemistry, I would have hoped I did better. I did really well on the practice test, scoring on average 22, but I had a lot of calculation questions that took up a lot of time. But for this section, I kind of relied on my previous knowledge being a tutor in general chemistry. Organic chemistry is probably the most straightforward section. It's either you get it or you don't, and if you get all the reactions and memorize them, you'll do fine. And that brought my total science to a 22 and my academic average to a 22 as well.